To tell whether the ratios form a proportion, you can simply do cross multiplication, 12 and 12. So if they have the same number when you multiply, like when you do cross multiplication, when they're same, it's a proportion, right? And 28 and 28, so it's also proportion. 150 and 160, they're not equal, so it's not proportion. So we're going to talk about the slope again. I know we already learned about the slope, but we're going to redo it again with more complicated situation. And slope is the rate of change between any 2 points on the line when they're proportional relationship, or when it's not proportional relationship. And it is a measure of the, we already know that, steepness, right? Steepness, how tilted they are. That is only 2s. That is about the slope. And when you find the slope, we're going to find the changes in y, and we're comparing that to change in x. So it's basically rise over run. You guys remember this, right? So please copy it down. And when we're talking about the change, we have to go the same direction. So when you move A to B, you need to decide in your mind, I'm going to go from A to B. So I'm going to go, the points are going up by 3, so it's a positive. Going to the right by 2, it's also positive. So the slope is 3 over 2. So what is a slope? Change from A to B. It is going up by 4, going to the right by 3. So it's going to be 4 over 3. You don't need to change it to mixed number. You just keep it as improper fraction. And we know that we remember puff, the slope dude, puff, positive, and nice negative, right? And 0 fun. And what happened? Undefined, right? For the vertical line, undefined. So as you see, this one is also positive slope, right? Positive slope. And from A to B, it's going up. A compared to A, B is higher, so going up by 3 and going to the right by 6. The answer is going to be 1/2. You don't need to change it to mixed number, but you have to simplify. Find the slope of the line. So A to B. So if you make a right angle triangle, it's much easier. So going up by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Going up by 6, so it's going to be 6 over. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to the right by 4, so it should be positive 4. Simplify, 3 over 2. Slope. And I'm going to go A to B. So what's the vertical change A to B? It's going down by what? 4. So going down by 4 and going to the right by 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to the right, so it's a positive. So the slope is going to be negative 4 over positive 4. If you simplify it, it's going to be negative 1. Slope is negative 1. Find the slope of the line through the given points. We practice this. So changes in y, the second number is y. What is a change from negative 4 to 4? You need to add 8, right? And what is a change from negative 1 to 1? Look at the number line. It's increased by 2. So if you simplify, the answer is going to be 4. What's the change? 2 to 2. No change. No change. 0. And 1 to negative 3. 1 to -3. It's decreased by what? Decreased by 4, so -4. There's nothing, even though you divide it by -4, still nothing. But remember, 0 over a number is 0, because you just divide nothing by a number, so it's still nothing. But if you want to divide it by 0, you cannot divide by 0. Doesn't make any sense. So it's undefined. And undefined, the slope looks like this, vertical line. And 0 slope looks like this, like 0 fun. All right, we should be able to graph the situation with the data and the earning for babysitting, okay? So graph the data and interpret the slope of the line through the point. So we have two variables. You need to check two variables, hours and earning. Hours, let me put it on the X. Let me just change a little bit. Okay, so hours goes to axis, because X is changing independently. So hours, it's X, and Y, it is earnings. And hour is going up by 2, but I'm gonna just put 1, 2, 3, 4. And earning, it's going up by 50, but I think I have enough, so I'm gonna go up by 10, 20, and 30. I'm gonna go up by 5, 50. Okay, so 0 is here. And you earn nothing when you work for 0 hours, so earn nothing. When you work for 2 hours, you earn $10. When you work for 4 hours, you earn 20. When you work for 6, $30. For 8 hours, $40. 10 hours, 60. So you guys see that the earning and the number of hours, it's proportional because it passed through the origin, right? And we need to find the slope. So what is a slope? You can just pick any 2 points. I'm going to choose these 2 points because they tilted the same way. You can pick this 2, or you can choose these 2, or you can choose these 2, or it doesn't need to be right next to each other. You can choose these 2. Then the result will be the same, okay? So now this is going to be 420, and this is 630. So let's count. So it's going up by what? It's going up by, I'm going to go A to B. It's going up by 10, and it's going to the right by 2. Do not count like, oh, it's going up by 2. It's going up by 2. No, you have to count the actual value. So it's going up by $10 when the number of hours changing 2 hours, okay? So it is going to be, it's going to be $10 over 2 hours. So you will earn $5 per 1 hour, right? Because 10 over 2, the slope is 5, but we already learned about how to find the unit rate. It's actually 5 over 1. So you will earn $5 when you work for 1 hour. So this is the unit rate. So let me interpret. So you earn $5 for 1 hour of babysitting. These are the answers for the next 2 questions. I need you to label X and Y and find the appropriate numbers on the graph and plot it. And you need to use any 2 points on the line and find the slope, and then interpret.